Mfisi hayuko tena, but you are broken. Yes, you. You are broken. Broken. Sawa, nimekul. But the truth is, you and I were broken.
Allah!
Really broken. And just to show you, this person you're looking at had the dream of being one of the biggest porn directors in sub-Saharan Africa. In fact, the name, Sexy Punda ENT. You're looking at the CEO of Sexy Donkey Entertainment. But my name remains Kabeeria. And I'm a Bible scholar, Bible teacher, the team leader of Petersmine. And I'm here just to encourage you and let you know some quick facts around this reality of our brokenness. You know, there's a stage. In fact, you'll be asking, how is it that this guy wanted to be a porn director? It's the same guy who is a Bible teacher trying to tell us something. Let me show you where it started at. You know, tukikuwa kama vijana, that's just in our youth, you know. There's a certain stage you start looking at ladies different. You start looking at guys different. You're like, I never noticed. What happened to you? Actually, I went on holiday, kurudi hivi. I came back nikapata some other developments had taken place. Unaelewa, unapata some other shapes are appearing, some other curves are taking place, some fullness is being added, even some voices are dropping, zingine zina break na aibu funny, na aibu ndogo. But the reality was this, I had a penchant, that is, I had a deep interest in the female form, probably like every other youth. And you know, it's strange to sometimes kuna mwenye yeye yake inakuanga kudanganyana ama kuiba. Mine was just a take on how wonderful these beings are being made, and I was taken by that. And that's just grew even as I came across this pornography and started looking at magazines, started really engaging myself. I was like, wait a minute, I think I can actually direct this stuff. I can actually do it, you know? And so I purposed to do that. But long story short, the producer, director, CEO never made it to the first production that he scheduled. And all the talent did what the talent does. I'm telling you this, there's an issue about how we become sexualized, about how we think about sexuality. And the truth is, the very way we experience this whole reality is broken. That's the bottom line. As broken as this, I remember a certain holiday around Christmas time, went up country, up Shags, and it was a very nice time. Some 1 week in, kuna mfanyikazi, the house help, domestic manager, kaboom, alikuwa mazee amejibeba. In fact, alikuwa bigi kuniliko, but she was quite the looker and a big girl. And it happened that she was, just granting me favors, instead of kunivunzia Maumbile, angevunja 4, so you have a big breakfast, have even 4 eggs instead of just having 2. And she would make a point of just being extra nice to me those first few days. Little did I know, she was trying to, butter me up. She was trying to fatten the calf. Because it happened that one evening, around 7 p.m., hapo sometimes maji inakuanga shida, especially in the rural sides of town. And so we are going to collect water, and we went outside, and it's dark. And usually where the water is collected, some of it will spill, so it's a bit muddy, a bit of grass is growing there. It's just kind of rough location kidogo. And as the water is filling, just bubbling up, she tells me, she said, hey, Baba, hizi ni zako. Hizi nakupea. Ati? Now, for all intent and purpose, the body was willing. The body was ready to do the due. Na makosa ingine tunafanyanga. Kwanza hiyo enzi nilikuwa navaa kinyasa za PE. That is the shorts for physical education. And so you can imagine that as the body was agreeing and arising to the occasion, that it was evident. But something came over me. Something came over me. And the words that I spoke back to her were, my sister, I will not do that. Please, take those you are willing to give me. Keep them for someone who will honor you. And she said, Nataukua. That is, what are you saying? She couldn't believe. She couldn't imagine that this free offer, this ready offer was going to be turned down. Ulisemaje hapana? That's what you'll be wondering. I'm also wondering. What I know is that something came over me and gave me the ability just to stand and say, no, this is not right. Imagine, hapo tu kwa nyasi, hapo tu juu ya matope. Hey, maji ikijaa, by the time hata imejaa, game ishakuwa. But I said, no. You see, that's just to illustrate the depth of our brokenness. That the body will rush to that. The body loves three things: sleep, sex, food. Especially sex. You get me? And it loves it and has an insatiable appetite for it. But it just shows how deeply broken we are, that we are willing to use others, take from others, more than we are willing to give to them, more than we are willing to appreciate them, more than we are willing to honor them. And so it's really, really a fact of this life and this world that the brokenness that is in us as a result of sin, it has so damaged every single facet, every single aspect. Yani, the whole of us has been touched by this cancer called sin and has resulted in a brokenness in our relationships, brokenness in how we express manhood and womanhood, brokenness in even how we love one another. So now do you agree with me when I say we are broken? I also hope you'll agree with me when I say there's healing for your brokenness.